What's up, guys? Thank you very much for tuning in, and welcome back all you members of the Nerd Army. Today we're going to do our Nerds Ranked episode number 2, and this is going to give us our results for last week's question, which was, what is the greatest game console of all time? So guys, all of you guys have casted your votes on Twitter, Facebook, and on YouTube, so thank you very much for voting, everyone that voted, and here are your results. So let's break them down. Number 5. Now guys, you guys voted number 5 is the Xbox 360. So I had an Xbox 360. I love that console. It's actually a really cool console, except for the occasional early problems of it overheating and setting people's houses on fire. The Xbox 360 was a great console with a wide variety of games, and it just was a fun time for everybody. I remember playing Halo for days on Xbox 360. Number 4. Number 4 voted by you guys is the Super Nintendo. So if you guys are not familiar of the Super NES, this was the amazing follow-up to the regular NES, the classic NES. This was an awesome cartridge-based system that definitely changed the game from where NES had already blown it up right out the gate. They improved so much more when they went to Super NES. And I still remember, man, I was rocking the freaking Super Scope. And then I was playing, Yoshi's Island. I was shooting Yoshi in the back of the head. I mean, it happened. Yoshi gets little Band-Aids and we keep going. The Super Nintendo gave us a lot of great titles and some very classic titles that people love to play still today. This guy too. Number 3. Number 3, guys, voted by you is the original classic NES. When this game system came on the scene, it changed everything. The NES blew up with the NES, changing the way games were looked at forever. The NES became more of a statement, and everyone needed to have one in their home. So many classic titles, including Mario and Duck Hunt, that come with the original classic series. Not to mention some of my favorite titles. Man, I remember playing Darkwing Duck on that thing. I love that game. I'm going to go find it on the emulator. But guys, yes, we got Mario. We got some game-changing games that just altered the course of video game history from then on. Number 2. Number 2, voted by you guys, was the PlayStation 2. Now, me, myself, I can remember losing myself playing some amazing games. PlayStation 2 had such a wide variety of games. It is one of the most vast libraries out of any game system, and PlayStation 2 was the rock. I grew up playing a PlayStation 2 so long. I played that damn system and it was great. I still remember some of my favorite games, and then getting all the little adapters so you could play like 4 people, and me and my buddies used to be champions, Return to Arms, and we used to go sit there and just third person just blast on everyone. It was crazy, guys. I love that game system. That some of the best times gaming when I was a kid were on the PlayStation 2. Growing up with that changed how I thought games deserved to be, and still one of my favorite systems of all time. But guys, with that mentioned, we're going to also give you some of your honorable mentions. So here you go. Alright guys, number 1 game system of all time ranked by you guys was ranked the Nintendo 64. Now, I know I grew up playing this game. I love Killer Instinct. I love Perfect Dark. Oh damn, there were so many great games for this system. We also got introduced to the first ever Pokemon Coliseum, which was on this system. There was some great strides made in the gaming world on this system, and it's still, who doesn't remember back in the day having the 64 out, rocking 4 controllers, playing some Mario Kart, man. I grew up playing that thing. Me and my friends to this day could still play Mario Kart, Perfect Dark, any game you put in that damn system, we're going to play it. I love Donkey Kong on that shit too. So guys, great choice for your number 1 pick. I totally agree with you. It is a great system, and glad it made it up to number 1. Probably one of my favorites, so I'm right there with y'all. But guys, now it's time for next week's question. So guys, if you're not familiar with this, you got your ranking from last week. Now we're posing the question for next week. Make sure you guys vote down below. to have your opinion heard. So now I want you guys to tell me, what is the greatest comic book movie of all time? Now, this is not specifically for Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, anything. Any comic book based movie that you think is the greatest comic book movie of all time, put it down in the comments below, guys. Let me know. Let's get into this one. I know this is going to get a lot of responses because this is such a tender subject for some people. So, guys, let it rip in the comments. Be polite. Come on. No douches. But, yeah, let it rip down in the comments below, guys. Let me know. Cast your vote, and you will get shouted out on next week's episode. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'm Andrew. You have been watching Nerds Memorized. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you go click that big, sexy subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time right here on Nerds Memorized.